Hello, everybody. Welcome to our 5-minute daily devotionals for today. This is a series of short videos sharing some thoughts on a passage mula sa ating Moravian daily text readings. And today we start a new series on the second letter of Paul to the Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians. And just to give you a background, from the first letter, Paul was addressing the suffering, the persecution ng mga mananampalataya doon. He continues on with that message in the knowledge that lalong lumala yung sitwasyon actually. This prompted the second letter of Paul dahil sa increasing persecution doon sa Thessalonica, but also because of the confusion and the fear that some believers there are having concerning the second coming of Christ. Okay, so this letter of Paul addresses those two things and a few more issues. Now, as we often see in letters of Paul, palagi siya nagpapasalamat sa mga kapatiran. Sa kanyang sulat dito ngayon, he is giving thanks to God for the faith and the love and the endurance of the Thessalonian believers. Tandaan nyo, dumadaan sila sa mga persecution dahil sa kanilang pananampalataya at pagsunod sa Panginoong Hesukristo. And it is important for us to understand that it is not a simple matter to ignore yung mga pahirap, mga pasakit na nararanasan natin. Pero Paul is giving thanks to God for their faithfulness and their endurance. We read in verse 3, "We ought always to give thanks to God for you, brothers, as is right, because your faith is growing abundantly." So in spite of the persecution, kahit sa pasakit na dinadaan sila, yung kanilang pananampalataya ay lumalago. Isipin natin ang ating sariling pananampalataya. Sa ating buhay na pagsunod kay Kristo, tayo ba'y lumalago? Ay yung paglago bang yun ay dahil maganda ang sitwasyon ng ating buhay, kalalagayan? Or patuloy ba tayong lumalago kahit na dumadaan tayo sa pasakit? This was the case in the Thessalonian believers. They're going through persecution dahil sa kanilang pagsunod kay Kristo, and yet their faithfulness, their faith in Jesus Christ continued to grow. He continues on to say by Paul saying, "The love of every one of you for one another is increasing." Maaaring isipin natin, mahirap magmahal sa mga ibang tao kung dumadaan tayo sa mga pasakit, paghihirap mismo. Kailangan alagaan ko rin yung sarili ko. Paano ko pa isipin yung kalalagayan ng ibang tao, yung sarili ko, hindi ko maasikaso. And yet, the Thessalonian believers grew in faith, yes, but also grew in love for one another. Again, this is reflection of God's work in their lives. They have understood yung buhay ni Kristo na characterized with faithfulness and love for other people ay nananahan din sa kanilang mga buhay. Therefore, verse 4, "We ourselves boast about you in the churches of God for your steadfastness and faith in all your persecution." Do we recognize the steadfastness? Yung hindi ba matinag-tinag na disposisyon sa buhay sa ating pagsunod kay Kristo sa gitna ng pasakit at paghihirap. Now, it is something that we cannot do by ourselves, but if we understand what Christ has done in our lives, we can do these things also. Paul goes on to say in subsequent verses from verse 5 that the righteous judgment of God on those that are causing suffering sa mga mananampalataya will come, and that yung nagpapahirap sa mga Thessalonian believers will someday experience and receive their just judgment before the Lord. For since indeed God considered is just to repay with affliction those who afflict you. Yung mga nagdudulot ng pasakit sa inyo ay makakaranas ng judgment mula sa Diyos mismo. Now, it is important for us to understand that this is the principle of God. It is not for us to exact vengeance sa mga taong napapahirap sa atin. Kasi madaling isipin na, ay, ginawa nito, dapat an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. But Paul is saying, God is righteous in its judgment. In that, yung mga tao nagdudulot ng pasakit at suffering sa inyo, sa atin, will in time, in God's time, receive their just judgment. Diyos na mismo ang huhusga sa kanila. So let it be that we will trust God to exact that judgment. It is not up for us to address yung kalang maling pakikitungo sa atin, but let God be the judge over their lives. Can we do that? Can we trust God to do what is right when we are suffering in the hands of those who cause us pain and suffering? I pray that we would do that even in the midst of the difficulties. Let the God who is just and righteous stand up against those who cause pain and suffering to us. In all of that, let us continue to grow in our faith and in our love for one another. May God bless you as you live out and follow God's word.